Hi everyone, and welcome to the Titan Setup and Startup How-To video for the Elite 3000. Today we'll walk through how to get your Elite 3000 sprayer ready for the job site and review some important safety information. Before we get into the setup, let's talk about gun safety. Always remember to engage the trigger lock on your gun when it's not in use. To do this, push the trigger lock from left to right when looking from the rear of the gun. To disengage the safety, push the lock back from right to left when looking from the rear of the gun. Out of the box, the Elite 3000 comes with two options for the siphon. The first is direct immersion in the high rider position, and the second is a flexible hose and tube in the low rider position. Both siphons attach to the sprayer here at the pusher assembly. Before installation, make sure that the red inlet sleeve is not missing or discarded. This is the sealing surface between the pusher and the siphon fitting. To install either siphon, use the included wrench to tighten it onto the unit. Make sure it is connected securely, the tube should not be loose, and no air should be leaking from the fitting when the unit is running. Now install your return tube using the included wrench. This only needs to be snug, do not over-tighten it. Next, you're ready to install your spray hose and gun. First, using a wrench, attach a minimum of 50 foot of 1/4 inch airless spray hose to the outlet fitting on the sprayer and tighten securely. Next, attach the airless spray gun to the spray hose and tighten using two wrenches, one for the gun and one for the hose. If you're setting up your Elite 3000 for direct immersion, you can install the optional paled bracket that comes with the unit. Using a 6mm hex and an adjustable wrench, place the bracket on the frame and tighten securely with the included hardware. Your Elite 3000 also comes with the drip cup for your siphon tube and return hose. This can be repositioned on the frame in both the high rider and low rider positions, and no tools are required. Simply lift the cup and holder off the frame and reposition to accommodate your current siphon setup. If you're spraying small amounts of material, Titan also offers a 1.3-gallon hopper accessory separately for purchase. Before installing the optional hopper, you will have to remove the pail bracket from the frame if already installed. First, position the sprayer in the low rider position and connect the return hose using the wrench included with your sprayer and tighten. Remember again to check and ensure the red inlet sleeve is still in place before installing the hopper. If it is missing, reinstall before continuing and then screw the hopper on hand tight. Your sprayer should be set up at least 25 feet away from your work area in a well-ventilated space before powering up the sprayer. Additionally, make sure you're connected to a grounded outlet. If an extension cord is needed, be sure to use a minimum size of 12 gauge. Finally, keep yourself safe on the job site by always using appropriate personal protective equipment when painting. The Elite 3000 pump is shipped with an oil-based fluid to prevent corrosion. This needs to be cleaned out with mineral spirits before you start to spray. To do this, start by placing the siphon in a container of mineral spirits and the return hose in a metal waste container. Set the sprayer pressure to minimum, then move the prime spray valve to the prime position. Now turn the power switch on and begin increasing the pressure slowly until fluid is moving through the pump and flowing out of the return hose. Let the sprayer run for 30 seconds to flush out all of the test fluid through the return hose and into the waste container. Now turn the power switch off. If you're using oil-based coatings, you are ready to spray. If you're using water-based coatings, repeat this process with water to flush the mineral spirits out before spraying paint. To get set up for painting, first place the siphon into your paint and return hose into your metal waste container. If you are using the hopper accessory, simply fill it with your paint. Your sprayer should still be set on low pressure with the prime spray valve in the prime position. Now turn the power switch back on and allow it to run until paint is flowing through the return hose and all of the water or mineral spirits are flushed out. Once this happens, turn the sprayer off and carefully transfer the return hose from the waste container into its operating position in the material bucket. Next, we'll prime the spray hose and gun. Remember to ground the gun by holding it against the edge of the metal container to prevent static discharge. First, move the prime spray valve to the spray position. Trigger your gun into the metal waste container and then turn the sprayer on again, only increasing pressure as needed to push all air and cleaning material out of the gun. Once paint is flowing freely, release the trigger, lock the gun, turn off, and depressurize the sprayer. Always make sure to follow the complete pressure relief procedure, which we will also cover in the next step. But first, to complete the gun setup, attach your tip guard and tip using the instructions from your gun manual as needed. You are now ready to spray. Now let's cover the pressure relief procedure. It's important to follow the complete pressure relief procedure when you're shutting down the sprayer for any purpose, including taking breaks, servicing the system, or preparing for cleanup. First, secure the gun by activating the trigger lock, and then turn off the sprayer. Next, turn the pressure control knob to the low position. Unlock the gun and hold it against the side of your metal waste container to avoid static electricity discharge. Now trigger the gun into your waste container to spray off the remaining pressure. Then move the prime spray valve to the prime position. This is the complete relief procedure. Now that you've finished setting up your sprayer, it's time to test your spray pattern. Check out our Elite 3000 application video for information on testing your pattern, as well as more tips on how to spray. Thanks for watching the Elite 3000 setup and startup video. If you have any questions, please refer to your user manual or contact Titan's technical service team.